crazy? Be Swayze, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's not one you see often, illegal touching, and unfortunately for them, CD, it wipes away a big play.
Yeah, you just can't step out of bounds and be the first one to touch it when you come back in. That'll draw a flag every time.
Second and 10. Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on third and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great...
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And just shedding him off there. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll throw with May. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Here's Ward. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
To the air, May. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw, May. That is caught. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from it.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 9. Throwing here is May.
Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
18, pioneer.
To throw, it's May.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's May.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And that is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flushed out right.
Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he completes it to Wilson.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and 3. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. He's across midfield.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up.
He's across midfield.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Set. 18 Rambler. Go.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And now they'll shift things around.
Second and 3.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 6.
Why are you terrorizing this man? Face with tears of joy.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Pioneer. Go.
From the shotgun, May with it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds Douglas complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
From the gun, it's May.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll throw with May.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
To the air, May.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A give for Taylor running right side. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw.
It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
31 yards.
and the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is getting out of hand.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
I'll say.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 79 Bronco. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. May.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Richards.
Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh snap, comeback time, rolling on the floor laughing.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Ready, ready.
Throwing here is May. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go now.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early.
And now here is another interception.
Now inside the 25.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Willis. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdown score when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. Here's May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
19 Tiger, 19 Lion. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Colts continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
To throw, it's May. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Escapes the defender. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Go, Reed, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Willis. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. That's a strong running. He's got it to the 43 here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.